Hey there, and welcome to this explainer from the IELTS Focus. If you're getting ready for your IELTS speaking part 2, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down a super common topic, how to describe an app.
So you get the cue card and it asks you to describe an app. And you probably think, how in the world am I going to talk about a simple phone app for 2 whole minutes? It can feel pretty tough, but trust me, there's a really simple way to handle it.
And the answer is a simple 4-part framework. Seriously, this little structure is designed to help you organize your ideas, say everything you need to say, and speak with confidence for the entire 2 minutes.
We call this our app description framework. The whole point is to give you a reliable structure that you can use every single time to deliver a high-scoring answer. So, let's break down how it works. It's just 4 logical steps. First, the introduction. What is the app? Second, acquisition. How did you find it? Tell the story. Third, significance. This is the big one. Why does it actually matter to you? And finally, you wrap it all up with feeling, where you share your overall opinion.
All right, let's dive into those first 2 parts, introduction and acquisition. This is all about setting the scene and starting your story off on the right foot.
For your intro, this template is a perfect place to start. It's a clean, simple opening that tells the examiner exactly what's coming. You could say something like, I'd like to talk about an application on my smartphone. Easy, right?
And you can just plug your own details right in. Are you talking about an app on your laptop or your tablet? Maybe it's Notion for keeping your life organized, Duolingo for learning a language, or Spotify for music. The more specific, the better. Okay, next up is acquisition. You're going to build on that intro by explaining how you actually discovered the app. Using a simple structure like this adds a personal story, which makes your answer so much more interesting.
So think about it. Did you find it a few months ago, a couple of years ago? And what were you doing? Maybe you were just randomly browsing the App Store, or maybe a colleague told you about it. These little details really bring your story to life.
And hey, if you want to add a little more depth, talk about your first impression. Maybe at first you were a bit skeptical, or maybe even a little overwhelmed. But then you can pivot and talk about how you quickly realized how user-friendly it was or how much you liked the intuitive interface. Great vocabulary.
Okay, now we're getting to the most important parts of your answer. Significance and feeling. This is your chance to really show off your vocabulary and explain why this app isn't just an app, but something that actually matters to you. Let's start by stating the main benefit nice and clearly. You can just come right out and say it. The main reason this app is so significant is because it helps me stay organized, or it helps me unwind after a long day.
Now here's a pro tip. A really powerful technique is to connect the function to a specific feature and then to a direct benefit. For example, the function is to improve your language skills. The feature? Personalized recommendations. And the benefit? It saves you a tremendous amount of time. See how that connects? It's a very impressive way to structure your thoughts.
Okay, want to know a brilliant high-level technique? This is it. To really drive home how important the app is, talk about what life would be like without it. This shows the examiner you can handle contrast and more complex sentences. It's super effective. And here's some really great vocabulary to help you do just that. Without the app, maybe your life would be chaotic or unproductive. And what's the alternative? You'd have to do everything manually or use multiple inefficient tools. This contrast makes the app sound even more amazing. All right, let's bring it home with the final section, feeling. This is your conclusion. You can use a strong feeling word, drop in a powerful idiom like game changer, and then clearly state the overall impact it's had. So how do you really feel about it? Are you satisfied, grateful, or just really impressed? And what was the final result? Did it boost your productivity, enhance your learning, or maybe it just simplified your daily life? A strong ending is key. Okay, before we finish up, let's do a quick-fire review of some of the best vocabulary and phrases we've covered. Dropping these into your answer is for sure going to help boost your score.
First up, indispensable. This is an awesome word. It just means something is absolutely necessary, something you really can't do without. Like, for me, this app has become an indispensable part of my daily routine.
Next, intuitive interface. You know when you download a new app and it just makes sense? You don't need a manual, you just get it. That's an intuitive interface. It's the perfect phrase for describing a well-designed app.
Game changer. This is one of my favorites. It's a fantastic idiom to use in your conclusion. It means something didn't just help a little, it completely changed the situation for the better. A total game changer. And last but not least, invaluable tool. Now be careful with this one.
Invaluable sounds like it means worthless, right? But it's actually the opposite. It means something is so useful, so precious, that you can't even put a price on it. It's an excellent phrase for that significant section.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's actually a pretty simple formula. When you combine a clear structure, like our 4-part framework, with some high-level vocabulary, the result is a fluent, confident answer. And that's what's going to impress the examiner.
And that's a wrap. The ball is in your court now. Think about an app you use all the time. So, my question for you is, what app will you describe using this framework? Get practicing, and thanks for watching.